how about keeping them? Like, what's your thoughts on them being kept in the private sector? Obviously, you keep them, so I'm sure you're pro private sector, but with some caveats. I'm sure even being in New York, there are regulations that you have to follow. Some states don't have that, I don't think. But how should do you think the regulations help? Do you think the permitting helps keep the alligators safe, or what's your
I,
thoughts there?
I do. Like I said, there was a learning curve with the handling it. And at any time, I still accept that any of my animals could have a bad day. They're not domesticated, they have wild instincts. And it might be something just excitement over food. So it's real easy, even for an experienced person, to end up getting a serious bite one day. So that's one commitment you got to make. And I know a lot of people, if they go down to even something like a bearded dragon or a tegu, it's like, oh, if it bites, I don't want it. These things are supposed to sit on your lap, like the one I saw on YouTube.
Hmm.
So that was one thing I committed to even at 19, that I know this is an animal that can give me a serious bite, but I want to work with them in a professional way. I don't treat them like Wally the support gator. They don't walk around on a leash at PetSmart. I don't put them on my shoulder. And I'm not knocking that. I'm just saying at my age, when I started, these were wild. We didn't even give them names. They were wild animals. They were,
Hmm.
zoo specimens that I got to travel with and show people. So, but I'm not completely against the private sector having them, as long as they make the commitment to knowing how long they can survive and have an outlet if the animal's going to outlive them, which I've lucky have built up some contacts doing it in a professional way. I have been to reptile expos trying to raise money for croc conservation, and people say to me, "Wouldn't it be nice if they stayed small?" I said, "Yeah, then everybody have them. It'd be like bearded dragons. You wouldn't be in awe anymore."
Hmm.
And then one other person said, "Why can't you just like give them the Gatorland and trade it in for another one?" I said, "They live 80 years. What's Gatorland going to do with 100,000 alligators being traded every year?"
Exactly.
So, so that's, again, I hate when the government tells me what I can work with if I'm willing to take the risk, but at the same time, too many people don't understand or are not educated 100% behind how big they're going to get, what kind of room they're going to take up, and what kind of environments they're going to need to thrive and stay healthy.